Hey guys, it's Josh here. I'm here with Coach Katie and we're going to go over this week's density set workout. So we're going to have 6 stations, 2 exercises per station. You're going to do a certain number of reps on each exercise. You're going to go back and forth for 90 seconds. The goal is to get as many reps in as you can in that 90 seconds. You ready, Katie?
Ready.
Okay, so over here on the rows, we're going to start with our rope slams. We're going to use those hips. Sit that butt back. Notice how Katie's getting that triple extension here. She drives up. You're going to get 10 slams in. Think powerful slams. You're going to turn around and we're going to bear crawl down the floor. So you can go opposite hand and foot here in that traditional like cat or bear crawl. You can also do gorilla crawls if you'd like, where you hop those feet forward here. You can also do any other crawl that you feel like doing, like a side crawl. Any crawl that works for you. You can mess around with this a little bit as well. But you're going to go down the floor. You can also prisoner lunge if the crawling is hard on those shoulders. So you're going to do 10 rope slams, bear crawl down and back, and then you're back to those rope slams in that 90 seconds. From there, we're heading over to our suspension trainer. And we're going to start with our sprinter starts here. So you're going to get those straps under the armpits, so between your arm and your chest, here your torso, leaning into it. Now Katie's already leaning forward, now she's going to take a step back. This is her starting position. She's going to be driving up off that left leg, pulling that knee, that right knee up toward her chest. You notice how she stays on the ball of her foot here as she drives up and as she steps back here. She's going to do 5 on one side, then you're going to switch legs, you do 5 on the other. Now, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you'll add that hop in. So you drive up, hop forward, hop back. So it's 2 hops. You have to hop forward and then you have to hop back, or else you're going to get yourself out of position here. If you find yourself out of position, just reset here. So it's 5 and 5, and then we're going to turn around and we're going to do some 2-way rows. So with your palms facing down in that moving plank position, you're going to pull those hands towards your chest. Then you're going to go back down, turn those palms up, pull your hands towards your ribs here. Then go back down, palms down toward the chest, palms up towards your ribs. You're going to do 5 of each, so 10 total, and then you're back to those sprinter starts, back and forth on those 2. From there, we're coming out to this end of the blue floor, and we're going to grab our stability ball, and we're going to do some ball bridges here. So notice how Katie bends at the elbows to drive her elbows into the floor here. Feet and calves are on that ball. She's going to pull her feet in toward her butt and then drive those hips up, squeezing those glutes nice and tight, driving those shoulders into the floor. Butt goes down, feet go out again. Feet come in, butt goes up, butt goes down, feet go out. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more here, you'll keep those hips up the entire time, even as you go back out. And then if you really want to challenge yourself, you'll start from the floor, drive up and squeeze those glutes to the top. Notice how Katie's still pausing for a second at the top, and then going back out here. You're going to do 5 ball curls or bridges, depending on whatever you want to call them. And then we're going to go over to the floor and we're going to work on some push-ups here. So challenge yourself, take your time here, squeeze those shoulder blades, push that air out as you press on up. You can also go down from your toes, then take your knees to the floor, press from your knees, again, down from your toes, lower those knees and then press from your knees, or you can work from your knees as you're getting tired here. Just challenge yourself to get 5 good reps and really get that chest down to the floor on this exercise. From there, we're coming over to this end of the blue floor, and we're going to be doing, you said you had it all set up. Here we're going to go with our kettlebell reverse lunge here. So you're going to hold that kettlebell at your chest. Deep breath in as you step back, squeezing that back glute nice and tight, keeping your weight on that front leg, and then driving up. Think about crushing a soda can with that heel as you drive up. You're going to do 5 on each leg. So you can do 5 on the left, then 5 on the right, or alternate back and forth here. But you're going to get 5 lunges in on each leg, and then we're going to go into our kettlebell squat press. So holding that kettlebell at the chest, deep breath in as you squat down. Push that air out as you drive up and reach overhead. Now, if you need a different weight for this kettlebell, for this exercise, that's fine. We'll have them out for you. You can change weights for both exercises, but challenge yourself. Make sure every rep's a good rep. Let's get one more, KK. Just kidding. Just take it down to the floor, I guess. There we go. And just drop it on the floor real hard like that, too. Okay, from there, we're coming over to the rower. We're going to get those feet strapped in here. Chest up. We're going to drive through those heels, leaning back at the end. Notice how Katie gets a pause at the end. Deep breath in on the way in, pushing that air out as you drive on out. You're gonna get 10 powerful strokes here. Try to watch those meters as well. A good goal is somewhere between 90 and 115 meters in those 10 strokes. Then you're gonna pop off. You're gonna come over, right next to you is gonna be a slam ball. We're gonna go in those ball slams, so reaching high overhead. Sit that butt back as you slam that ball down. So we're doing 5, but I want you to think it's not 5 ball slams, it's 1 ball slam 5 times. So hard, powerful slams, hard, powerful strokes on the rower, and then we're over to the last station, over here with our dumbbells. We're gonna start with our Renegade Rows, so you'll go down to the edge of the blue floor if you'd like. Push-up position here, squeeze those glutes tight, and then you're gonna go into those Renegade Rows by squeezing that shoulder blade, pulling that elbow up toward the ceiling, pushing the ground away from you with that other arm here. If this is hard on your hands, of course, you can put one hand on the floor, do 5 on one side, and then you can do 5 on the other side here. You can also do this from your knees as well, and there'll be some room on the blue floor if you want to go out to the blue floor to protect your knees. And you can also challenge yourself a little bit more by adding that push-up in, squeezing and pressing back up, and then row, row, back down into that push-up. It's up to you, because the second exercise is our Renegade Row. So you're coming up to that standing position, wall up those abs, squeeze those glutes, and you're gonna be pressing those dumbbells. Notice how, as Katie presses with one arm, the other arm pulling down here, so she's shifting side to side here, making sure those hips aren't shifting on her. As she presses, you'll do 5 on each arm, then you're back down to those Renegade Rows. Okay, that's our density set workout.
It's a good one.